And welcome back. We're recommending the book Fushan. Hi, Fushan. Could take a breather too. No small promise. Looks like optimistic general is a lawful specialty. Hi. Here recount the stories behind as of written and the current state of Amphoreus. Whoa, they chose some. They really are putting up some of the cool art. While obtaining this book, I only knew that golden battle blood was reaped in this battle. Thus it was deemed a great victory. I did not know that within the golden blood lay such a stirring and tragic story. Wait, we actually handed off golden blood? Or are they referring to killing destruction creatures? Shortly after the fall of Ironton, the Alliance gathered all the generals to discuss their next course of action. The record in this book should provide them with additional support. What should we do? Rest assured, whether through opera, storytelling, or cross-talk, Lawful never lacks ways to spread stories that capture people's hearts. Besides, the Alliance has been fighting battles everywhere in recent years. There have been plenty of tales about their valiant victory. The word hero already carries weight in people's hearts. The faithful adaptation of this as of written within the Alliance is most definitely assured, but from what you said, if we want it to be remembered throughout the cosmos, the lawful alone may not be enough. The matter requires the Skyfaring Commission's assistance. We'll talk to Yukong. I'll inform her of the full situation. Huzzah! Anything else? Yeah, they shouldn't be talking about it yet. Oh, hey, it's the secretary. Hi, Lady Yukong. It's been ages since we met. Please. New London. A false sky sealed by a pantheon and an explanation of challenging taboos one after another sounds like some kind of favor. I can make you a promise that the Skyfaring Commission will provide its full support for matters relating to as of written. Now on, the connection between Zandro ships will grow even closer, and I'll have merchant vessels export as of written to our allied fleets. With the convenience of the Whistling Flames Guild, this matter should be handled quite smoothly. Whistling. When they destroyed? They're the Tingyun's guild, right? When they destroyed? Though the lawful emerged victorious in the Battle of Iron Tomb, they did not escape unscathed. Safe return is truly a blessing. It's all thanks to my companions. Back when I was a pilot, I used to go on adventures everywhere with my companions in our Starscrew. Even though we always managed to get out of sticky situations, we inevitably get a stern talking to when we return. Those were the reckless days of my youth. If I had to choose again, I'd probably walk the same path, same as your account of the trailblaze in your book. I'd like to ask you a personal question. What do you think about this journey to Amphoreus? An unforgettable journey. And what an unforgettable journey it is. I can tell you'll cherish this memory for a long time. Memory is quite a peculiar thing. Sometimes I even think it's a prank by the glow swathler. Hey, I didn't click anything. When the fox hears the celestials of Vidari, they all God damn it! Auto is not on, by the way. It's not. You shouldn't let them consume too much of our thought. One, regardless, as of written, regarding as of written, I will do my utmost and won't let these heroic deeds be buried by the stars. Huzzah! 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 Ah.
なあ、ファイの神君と軽減将軍、どっちが強いと思う？
将軍に聞いてみたら？
He's become an as of written storyteller. Oh, about my backlit spirit warden. Ah. By the thousand-faced matriarch. Who the hell is a thousand-faced matriarch? Alright. Was there other things? I really don't remember.
たくさん雑談をしたけど、長寿の秘密は聞けなかったわね。
なあ、ファイノン神君とケーゲン将軍、どっちが強いと思う？
Now, to the next
ファイノン
place. Monument division. This? Oh, history. He kind of always welcomes mistakes. For those who lose their way, he'll never fail to point them in the right direction. But there's no confusion in your expression. I'm guessing you're not here for answers. I'm here to tell a story. This time, I'm here to tell that story. Of those who came, want to share this experience with those who came before. Yeah, so much has happened in Amphoreus. How could I sum it up in a few words? This story, I'm afraid it's going to take a while. Let's start with the world of Amphoreus. A world that defies destiny. It's a world born of conspiracy, sin, yet burned away alongside destruction. For the cold and heavy destiny, it did not fall, but destiny itself did. Now, for the meaning of this journey. Precious kindred spirits, as a member of the Flame Chasers, you've joined Amphoreus' grand journey. You've encountered heroes, forged bonds, and achieved greatness together. As a traveler, your footprint has already reached far and wide. Such as the way of the Trailblaze. Explore, understand, build, and connect. But there will always be a next stop on this journey. When the whistle of departure sounds, the express will leave, carrying all memories with it. But the stars will remember the name of every epic. Looks like this is the Trailblaze. Story I'll never forget. I've made up my mind. Let's start from the beginning. Spend countless moments in this dream within a dream. As the story ends, a certain emotion in your heart grew stronger like a burning ember. News doesn't travel as fast in dreams. Every plot twist in this story caught me completely off guard. Thanks. I guess that's all that needs to be said. I think Mikhail would be proud of you all. Load and 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 load. I should have made an animation for every time I enter a loading screen. Hi, Robin. Journey against the destruction and the stories behind it should be known by more people. I know a few publishers who can make dream bubbles based on sample books and put them on the market in Penacony. However, as you know, Penacony is a realm wrapped in syrup. I worry that epic tales of heroes might be too heavy for those living in dreams. All we can do is put it on the shelf. Whether it survives the competition? There are too many uncertainties. But I think You should just follow what your heart tells you. People can only tell stories they truly believe in. Once you've made up your mind, go see Dr. Edward. I'll convince Mr. Oti to help out. See you later! In Benankoni, dreams must conform to reality, and as I've written, is no exception. You choose. Luckily for you, this is the dreamscape where furniture can talk. Why not hear what they have to say? Huh? Huh? A vase with flowers in it. It looks expensive. As you approach, a languid voice echoes from within. Yeah, Captain, do you remember me? I've been watching you for quite a while. Tell me a story. I'll teach you about niche art. As long as you immerse yourself in your own world, you won't get hurt. Vase is immersed in his own world. He sighed. A vintage dial phone stares at you, occasionally rolling its eyeballs like an owl. Captain, do you know I wasn't always a dial phone? I used to be an owl, but I'm not an owl anymore. I'm a dial phone. Wanna take a guess why? If you know, you know. If you don't, well, no amount of explaining will help. Red Legend nearly need to get out of Penacony. You approach the control console, and before control levers wiggle excitedly back and forth as if waving to you. Captain, look at me! I'm the control stick, and I'm an expert at controlling hardware. Trust me, just bring the end a little bit to make it less perfect, and people will go absolutely crazy for it. Control stick shakes, making loud, creaky noises. Collect your thoughts on the sofa. Wall-mounted loudspeaker, what? Take the furniture's advice to heart, which provides practically zero guidance. Looks like it's up to you to make the final verdict. After all, you're the one who lived through this story. Can I make some changes? As you know, nothing is taken seriously in Pentagon. Even heroes' tales of blood and tears are just casual gossip over dinner. You remember Clocky, Brother Hanu, Miss Note? They were all living legends once. If... oh, for fuck's sake. You remember Clocky, Brother Hanu, Miss Note? They were all living legends once. If, as I've written, gets passed on in the same mocking way, is that really what you want? I believe in Amphoreus. Yes, the answer was crystal clear from the start. The story of the tree and nameless is the best proof of that, isn't it? We will spread it across the cosmos.
「港に停泊する一時は泡のように儚くどこか懐かしい」
Hi there, Doctor. Dr. Edward. Oh, friendship, rage, regret. Such a tiny dream bottle containing such complex emotions, like pouring a whole bottle of vodka into a dolium. Thank you for providing words. Here's my verdict. It's bound to be a huge hit. Even if the results aren't what we expected, you can still have the hero's tap dance in the vortex of Genesis. It'll be just as big a success. Speaking of the hero's tap dancing, the latest Hoyo affair, they had the three idols dancing. and Cyrene, for some reason, flying a space fighter. Just kidding. Just sure. I'm a professional dream bubble collector. I know what can and can't be successful. And so, as I've written, was published in Penacony. Some guessed that Alpha was behind. Alpha was behind it, and they weren't wrong. Such a big favor, ready for the taking. Why not use it? Let the young folks keep stirring things up. Who knows? Maybe they will actually change the universe one day.
木質で作られた世界
Bro, you're standing in a world made of memoria.
自分がどこにいるのかよく見てみたら
Oh, quite the imagination. Too bad the plot is so cliche. It's just another story about heroes fighting monsters. We've seen that 100 times already. That's why you call it classic formula. People keep coming back for more, and that's why this team never gets old. Not to mention, this was based on a real story. Haven't you heard the Inter-Astral Peace broadcast? Iron Tomb was really defeated, and the seeds of civilization have sprouted in the universe. Maybe we'll be able to step into that memorial world one day and have face-to-face conversations with the heroes from that book. The world made of Memoria? No way, there's gotta be something the Oak family made up. Whatever, just go hang out with Flocky in the theme park and watch out for those alien memes trying to abduct you. Bro, you are in a world made of Memoria. Anyone else got any words about it? No. Do the Hertha space station, which was summoned to the battlefield.
する一時は泡のように儚くどこか懐かしい
Hey, it's you, the Afro guy. Alright, let's send the damaged ships to Pier Point and have the IPC foot the bill. Oh, if it isn't Trailblazer, perfect time. I've got good news and bad news. Which would you like to hear first? Bad news. Now that I think about it, starting with bad news might be too abrupt. Let me give you the good news first. God damn it. Remember that Star Knot I bought you? The good news is that I got one from a space pirate. But his fleet was dispatched to fight against the Iron Tomb and that Star Knot was destroyed. God damn it! I reposted my purchase order, but it'd be tough to find another seller anytime soon for a ship of that size. Actually, I'm here for Iron Tomb too. We recount the story behind as of written and the current state of Amphoreus. I have to say this idea is way more interesting than the researcher's project. It's a shame you don't need funding. I'll definitely invest a few $100 million according to oh my god. I taught an elective called History of Frontier Planets back in my student days. The professor warned us on the first day not to take everything at face value. Many worlds add exaggerated elements to their local hero legends, claiming their ancestors' bloodlines are inherited from some aeon. Eventually, having an extraordinary origin story became quite the trend. Isn't that how stories work? When enough people believe in them, they gradually become reality. I'll get as of written added to the space station's required reading list. Researchers may not be interested in mythology. Once they hear it's Madame Hertha's project, they'll get excited as Peppy seeing a spacesuit. Alright, Peppy likes spacewalking. Who takes Peppy out on spacewalks? Speaking of which, where is Hertha? Madame Hertha has overexerted herself. She still needs some time to recover. Darn, no simulated universe. Who said that? A mere Lord Ravager isn't enough to make me overexert myself. I just wasn't online, that's all. The IPC keeps pestering me about forming some alliance. I got tired of nagging, so I just turned on auto answering mode. Alright, I've got some more good news. After Iron Tomb fell, Scepter was ruined. Screwy and I managed to salvage a majority of data. They are crucial for the newborn Amphoreus. Well, let's call it that for now. Things go smoothly, the world's evolution can skip its inorganic life phase and take a big step forward. Besides, the last extrapolation record, one when you acted as the world-bearing titan, is crucial. Trailblazer will replace the destruction and purify this world. Screwy has signed a special agreement with the IPC. They will closely monitor the state of Amphoreus for a while. What happened to Sari? The heart of the scepter, she too filled the cosmos in an instance when Iron Tomb swept across all of existence. She became the memory of the stars. The surging imaginary energy enabled her to create a miracle. With her to remember itself as the cradle, she closed the cycle of causality in Amphoreus, making the world emerge from the memory zone. Of course, I know you just want to hear the outcome. So let me put it this way. She's just sleeping. Maybe she'll open her eyes again as a pink demonstrate and once again embark on her journey to me. But that has already happened in the past. In her subjective time, everything has become eternal. She's smiling when she left you, so don't be sad. She'd tell you the same if she were here. It's weird to hear Herta comforting us. So, how long until a new Amphoreus is born? I can't make any promises. The planet will gradually become how you remember it to be, but no one can tell when that be. I take 1,000 amber eras, or it might only take a year or two. The only thing for certain is that what you're doing will surely hasten its growth. My advice is, continue the journey. Be prepared for the worst, but keep hope in your heart. You know that if there's one thing the world of Amphoreus isn't short of, it's miracles. It's still so strange hearing Herta comfort us. So what is the prime move of life? Screw and I have reached a consensus on that. Regrettably, the answer given by the scepter is indeed destruction. You can find more detailed discussion in the database. But that's not Amphoreus' answer, and I don't imagine it's yours either. I have my own insights on this, which I've written in the annotations. If you're interested in this kind of stuff, you can make it your own research topic. I don't have any more questions. Now disconnect for now. Got lots of stuff to deal with. Herta signing off. Madam Herta has actually been thinking about Amphoreus all this time. The last time she couldn't stop talking about something. The last time she couldn't stop talking about something was when we contained the Stellaron. If as I've written to us, we'll contact you again when we have news. Remember that there was someone somewhere that was talking about on the station. I have no idea where that was. Do I remember? You guys wonder was he in the break? Where was the break room? Was it guys? Oh, this one? No. Guess whether they don't have it in here. At least I don't remember where. And last, your journey of sowing has reached its end, and you return to the Astral Express. Looking back, the Amphoreus has taken root deep across the universe and quietly awaits the day it will sprout. I should have went back to Amphoreus' card to do this. Perhaps this is the final step of Genesis. What are you spacing out for? Oh, it's you guys. You finished your missions too? Please. Oh. The world has never been so quiet. Still, you can hear the sounds of heartbeat. This is the final stroke you write before Amphoreus. Only fate knows when it will respond. Why is the screen slowly turning black? But you know, whether it's tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, they're all on the path of the Trailblaze. Not as parallel lines, but as points destined to converge. Eh?
しっかりね。そう。
Huh? Certainly there was one part of this quest that was voiced. One part?
オンパロス、また明日。
Okay, there were 2 voiced lines in this entire quest. What if
こ
you
んがらがってきた悪い奴を懲らしめるのは正義。
punish evil as an act of beauty?
どっかで聞いたような言葉だな。じゃあ暴力で暴力をねじ伏せるのは正義になるのか。正直こういう頭を使う哲学的なことは気にしたことがなかったんだが、ある日一人のガキに長々と説教されたんだ。正義を行使するには方法を考える必要がある。弾を急所に当てるのはダメ。悪党の財産を奪うのもダメ。さらには奴らに更生のチャンスを与えてやんなきゃダメだって。
Word of a child is so pure.
人間として越えちゃいけねえ一線があるってのはわかる。だが悪を罰するには束縛だらけの道徳的規範。
I think those. Oh, Dan Hunt's message. I believe this.
リスナーの皆様、こんばんは。スターピースラジオの時間がやってまいりました。
こんばんは。
まずは本日の主な内容をご紹介します。
複数勢力の協力により絶滅大軍鉄母の脅威を完全に排除。
オンパロスという新星天体を初観測した博識学会が正式に星図へ登録。
諸世界再建計画が無事第3段階へ突入。弁財天国における文化復興が著しい成果を上げる。
ニューエデン3号の採掘基地がサイバー攻撃に遭い、調査の結果正確ハンターの仕業と判明。これよりニュースの詳細をお伝えいたします。先日まで宇宙を脅かしていた絶滅大軍鉄母が撃破されました。
スターピースカンパニー主導のもと、星球列車、戦州同盟、天才クラブなどの複数勢力が協力し、銀河の文明が一丸となった結果、壊滅に対抗する戦いにおいて決定的な勝利を収めました。
今回の勝利は巡回レンジャーがチューラを討伐して以来、また一人の絶滅大軍が陥落したことになります。
Who's Zulu?
鉄母の影響は銀河全域に及び、多くの世界に深刻な打撃を与えました。この危機に際し、スターピースカンパニーが率先して被災した惑星の復興事業を全面的に執り行うこととなりました。
また技術開発部が提供した広域スペクトルワクチンに鉄母の感染への有効性が確認されました。医療保障の対象外となっている聖域にもカンパニーは順次ワクチンをお届けしますので、住民の皆様はどうぞご安心ください。
復旧作業中に残存ウイルスの消去を助ける正体不明の良性データストリームが現れました。その影響を受けたデバイスには「こんにちは世界」というメッセージが残されています。
スターピースカンパニーはこの知られざる守護者に深い感謝を捧げ、最前線で働く全てのスタッフに敬意を表します。
皆様の戦友として、そして文明世界の強固な後ろ盾として、カンパニーは反物質レギオンへのさらなる対策を講じることを宣言しました。新たな情報が入り次第、関連情報をお伝えしてまいります。いいニュースが続くことを願ってやみません。次のニュースです。鉄母による危機が去るとともに、記憶によって生まれた文明の火種が銀河で静かに灯りました。
カンパニーの代表はナナシビトから、この新たな星がオンパロスという名であると聞かされています。
博識学会のベリタス・レイシオ教授によれば、ザンダー回帰論に基づき、オンパロスには必ず文明が生まれ、文明の進化においてそこにある奥室が重要な基盤になるだろうとのことです。
Why is ratio being mentioned everywhere?
またセプターの破片を逆解析することで天才クラブ会員番号76のスクリューガム氏と会員番号83のミス・ヘルタが一部データの復元に成功しました。
これはかつてこの世界に存在していた生命体がいつか再び誕生する可能性があるということです。
カンパニーは孫悟の理念のもとにこの星に必要な保護措置と支援を提供してまいります。この件に関して博識学会はすでに2人の天才に協力を要請していますが、ミス・ヘルタからの承認は現段階でいただけていません。
オンパロスは将来必ずや宇宙という大家族の輝かしい一員となることでしょう。
続いて諸世界再建計画のニュースです。幾琥珀期も引き継がれてきた諸世界再建計画は近日無事第3段階へ突入しました。弁財天国からの大量の文化財が修復されたとのことです。
弁財天国はかつて絵の中にある美しい世界でした。カンパニーの支援により現像種である住民たちは現実世界へと入ることが可能になり、彼らの独特なアート作品は今やスペースネットワークを通じて宇宙へと発信されています。
カンパニー戦略投資部の幹事であり現大国像のミス・パールはこの件に対しコメントを発表しています。再建計画の次の段階ではアート革新をテーマに掲げ文化産業の発展を推進していく方針とのことです。
また新たな天満新月祭の準備も着々と進み、優越のアイオーンから受け継がれた伝統であるこの祭典に関係各所が注目しています。
スターピースカンパニーは儀式の成功を心より祈り、弁財天国の隅々まで笑顔と喜びがあふれることを願っております。
それでは最後のニュースです。先日カンパニーの重要な採掘基地であるニューエデン3号がサイバー攻撃を受けました。
この惑星はレギオンとの戦いで焼け甚大な被害を受けましたが、復興の際に地下から巨大な反物質結晶が発見されました。
そのためカンパニーはこの惑星の評価を行い交渉の開発計画を承認しました。高濃度の虚数エネルギーがこの地の産業復興に大きな原動力をもたらすと判断したためです。
採掘場の責任者によるとサイバー攻撃の前に匿名の警告があったとのことです。現在ネットワークの停止により採掘作業は一時停止されています。
カンパニーのネットワークセキュリティ部門による調査の結果、今回の攻撃は性格ハンターのメンバーである銀狼によるものと判明しました。
スターピースカンパニーは公的財産を破壊し銀河の安全を脅かすこの悪質な行為を強く非難し、銀狼の懸賞金にさらに10億信用ポイントを上乗せすると発表しました。
Wow, her bounty has been
スターピー
increased.
スラジオも情報提供者に追加のお礼を差し上げます。皆様からの情報をお待ちしております。
そろそろ終わりのお時間です。本日もお聞きいただきありがとうございました。また次回お会いしましょう。
ありがとうございました。
よし。
I'll see you guys in the next whatever. It might be an event? No, not an event. It'll be when the next character comes up. We're going back to Pentaconing Flies!